let's get right into the interview.
So my first question is, who is Keisha? Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Sure. Well, I've always been spontaneous. I think that I am one in many. Consider myself. I've always been open and warm about everything that goes on in my life. Apart from me, I do have a disability. Aside of that, I did a lot of plastic surgeries besides fixing my disability. We'll get into that in a bit, but it's all about your inner self and what you really want for me. I've always been kind and warm. I love beauty and aesthetics. I truly think that if you have the opportunity to fix something that you truly want to fix, go ahead. I have been in plastics for at least 8 years. I am a plastic surgery consultant internationally. I have an aesthetic spa and I'm into fashion. I have a franchise, it's Pitbull Jeans. So in Brazil, a lot of women, we have a lot of butt and shapes. So a lot of Brazilian designers, we study the woman's body to make jeans particularly tight for our Latin shapes girls. So I'm very passionate about fashion also. I love to support my fellow Guyanese women. I've always been open, like I said before, about my experience with everything. And I'm so excited to share more.
So when you say you fix things, let the people know, right? When you say you fix things,
So fixed as in like, if your lips is too small, you want to get lip fillers, you can afford it, go right ahead. It's not hurting anybody. It's just going to enhance your beauty and your confidence in whatever way that you think fit.
so do
It's
you
just
do?
that to the bigger steps.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. So we see that you travel a lot.
I
Where
do.
were where were you initially born?
I was born in Guyana.
We're in Guyana.
I believe in Georgetown. My mom passed away when I was really young, and we didn't get a lot out of her. She was working a lot, and my siblings basically took care of me.
Oh, sorry to hear that. So what are some countries where you travel?
I think I've been to Brazil, obviously. Sorry now, when I was really young. My sisters used to live there, and um, Trinidad, Barbados, Turks and Caicos, uh, French Guyana, France, uh, United States,
Nice. Perfect.
um, a few others.
All right, nice, nice.
Traveling, it's always been a part of my work too. So it's kind of a bonus, especially in Brazil. I take a lot of my clients to their doctors, plastic surgery there, and for me, it's based on what the clients want. I
Mm-hmm.
think Brazil give a more natural shape, and then we have Dominican Republic. That's like a more dramatic look.
Okay.
Um, Colombia, that's a more dramatic look also. The girls want that.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Venezuela too. A lot of people don't know that Venezuela have some of the best plastic surgeons that migrated to most of these countries. And right now they still operate and do a lot of good surgeries. You just
Okay.
need to know good doctors and know the location that you want to go. But apart from the corruption that the country have, there are pretty good cities in Venezuela that are elite, civilized. You know how it is in countries that have corruption.
So which country did you do yours? Did you get your procedures done?
I did it in Brazil.
In Brazil. Okay, all right, nice.
All right, so time for the next question. What's your occupation? Do you have a 9 to 5 or you're self-employed?
I'm self-employed. I have a Three titles I go by. I'm the owner of a aesthetic spa. I have a store, clothing store, and I'm a plastic surgery consultant.
So, how long have you been doing that for?
At least 8 years.
Oh,
Yes,
a very long time. And how is do you have like stores abroad or just only in Guyana?
in Guyana.
Okay, so
Currently.
how is business?
It's good. You see, Brazil is neighborhood to Guyana, so a lot of clothing do have an impact on our culture here. There's been a lot of as Brazilian society in Guyana. A lot of Brazilians are here, so they want to access their clothing too, and even our Guyanese women who have the beautiful body, the beautiful shapes and butt, they fell in love with the jeans, knowing that it fits their curves and everything. So it works really well. It was a dream, honestly.
Okay. So my question is, what were you as a child? Let us know about childhood. Tell us about your childhood.
This is very shocking. I was so quiet, but I've been very open to a small group. I've been fun and silly. Um, I think my teachers are like really shocked when they see me right now. Words were so my
Didn't expect, didn't expect.
yeah, for real. I This is a big transformation. My skirts were long and I was so comfortable with it. And I was seeing guys kissing me, teenagers, young. I would be like, ooh, all this stuff, and I really get out with the silliest stuff. But I was really into. I think I try to slow down my childhood as much as I can, and my sisters contributed to that because we had such a hard childhood. Well, um, we went through a lot of ups and downs in the home, dad not being around, mom not being around, but they kept me safe and I honestly got everything that I wanted. They supported me through school. I've been to private school all my life. Well, for a short time, I've been to public school too. But my sisters, they really came through, and I'm so grateful.
Okay, nice, nice.
Oh, hold on. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
So this is something that I was working on for a really long time. I do plan on bringing a plastic surgeon here, finishing off medical school, just to get my PhD. Because I do love being a consultant, and in the consultation work, it's for me. I connect with my clients so easy, and I want to open my own post-op care center. Um, I've had a harsh recovery. So I took all of that. I try to make it easier for everyone around me. Even if you're my friend, asking just, a little two words on what to expect and everything, I don't mind it. If I could save every woman from the harsh exposure that I had, I would. So the recovery center is just a dream come true. And honestly, just like enjoying life. I plan on being as beautiful as possible with all my extra works that I plan on getting done. And
So you
that's
plan on
it.
getting more.
Well, I do expect if I'm supposed to have a child, I'm going to have surgery done after, yes.
So my question to you, which
5 years, yes.
in 5 years, right? In 5 years. Okay, all right. So my question to you, which country do you prefer to live in, Brazil or Guyana? And when you answer the question, let us know the reason why.
Okay. In the sense of in the future, I think Brazil is a lot more advanced in where I want to be to bring to Guyana because they're the technology, the medicine, the studies, everything is more advanced, and to offer easier life to everyone around me, that's just what it's about for me. My work, I honestly, it's just doing the work you love is so much easier. It's so easy. It's easy to talk about, experience everything, to connect with people, to make customers satisfied. It's so easy that way. So I wouldn't want to live in Brazil, but I think that I would want to share my time in Guyana in Brazil, and I've been doing that.
Okay. So you said Brazil is a bit more advanced for you, and so for now you'll say
Because in beauty and in plastic surgery, every doctor every year they upgrade. They try to look for the best machines, the best recovery, and I want to be up to date with those stuff. So me being in Guyana, I'm not gonna get there by being in Guyana, but I
okay,
can bring the knowledge that I get back home.
okay, nice.
Okay, my next question to you is, what would you refer to as one of your biggest accomplishments that you have achieved during your lifetime?
Definitely this clothing store. When I was 8 years old, me and my sisters we had poor knowledge of what a business was, but we did it anyway. We opened a small tire in the Brazilian clothing. This one particular brand football jeans. And years later, well, I was always working with the factory, the manufacturers, the owners, and they saw us so young and they were like, "You're 18 years old, your sister is 20 years old, the other one is 23 years old. You guys are," because the clients and the products that we were pushing was really good. So they were just like surprised. And a few years later, I got offer for the franchise, the split partnership, and I told him no because Diana was in corruption. We had COVID, and it was just a bad time for the business. And for me, this was such a dream. Me opening a store in the middle of a chaos, it would have been selfish, and I've never been somebody who just want to have something for a show. Like it needs to have value, and I need to be having an income from it more than having stock stored up for unnecessary publicity or whatever. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I waited, and I've always kept in touch with them, with praise and everything. And last year I launched the store, and
Wow, congratulations. And how old are you?
right now I'm 28 years old.
20
28.
or 28? Okay, so you're a very young businesswoman. That is amazing. So my question to you is, what is one of the biggest challenges in your life? What
I
in life? Sorry, in life. Sorry about that. What is one of the biggest challenges in life for you?
well, more like seasonal. I think that every season different challenges just arise, but I've learned to deal with challenges as what I can control and what I can't control. So what I can control, I try to fix and get help, but what I can't, I just leave it out because last year, honestly, I think I was in the midst of crashing due to the rush of launching the store and everything, and it was because of the government. Um, at the border, a lot of stuff from my clothing that was declared went missing and all of this stuff, and it was a big step back for me because the rent that I was paying, and it's like, you're paying rent for a huge building and your stocks are hold up. So I was frustrated, and everybody was talking. It's like, Keisha, relax. You can't control this. Relax. And I didn't quite understand that. So I actually was in therapy too, and this was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me because I honestly don't ask for help. I figure it out, and I just try to move fast. And And my sister told me, she's like, Keisha, sit down. You need to speak to somebody. And the time that I'm talking to you, he's like, no, you need to speak to a professional. You're under a lot of stress, and you need a professional to help you, like to understand you, because you have a lot locked up. And a lot of it, the came from my traumas, like came from my childhood. Like everything just like surfaced back then. So I spoke to the therapist, and she's like, what works for a lot of people you don't, because she's like, I don't have anxiety, I don't have insecurities, I don't have, but I'm overwhelmed with what I want to get done at a particular time.
Okay.
So what I need to do then, I need to find inner peace and gratitude with what I have. So I took some time, and I started to meditate and thank myself and thank my life, because I was such in a race with myself to get stuff done and a schedule, a time like, okay, at the age of this, I want to get this done, at the age of that, I want to get this done. And I just like what didn't realize like, okay, Keisha, you're doing good. You're doing good. So honestly, just slowing down and realizing what I have and valuing it.
That's
That,
amazing. That's amazing.
All right. I must say, my question to you is, what makes you passionate and gets you motivated?
being poor.
Before, okay, okay.
I my sisters gave me a lifestyle because they worked really hard, they make a lot of sacrifices, and they did it honest. You know, they never sell their bodies or push drugs or any of these illegal stuff. Like I've seen them work really hard and honest, and they had great partners that supported us and loved us and respect us. It's four girls and one boy. So they're role models for me. I've seen my sisters, they never brought a man home unless he was engaged to them. And there, my dad actually instilled that in them, but that there, he wasn't wrong. They could have done what they wanted to do, but they just did what was right.
So you're saying that they couldn't bring somebody home unless they're engaged,
Yes, they choose not to.
or they choose not to?
Of the house.
Okay.
If you're serious about the person, then you bring them home.
Okay, but they choose to bring them when they engage to them. Okay. Nice.
But I did met a few of their boyfriends outside, but never in the house.
Okay. So my question to you: what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regrets. It would be, you see, then again, I'll be like trying to put a schedule and stuff. And I'm over that. But it would honestly be the time when I had the finance to open up my spa readings. I slowed down the process. And so a lot of my services that I brought to Guyana, it made a really big impact. And a lot of people are doing it now. And the struggle that I went through to just introduce it, because in Guyana culture, like a lot of women were so preserved, like I'm not even touching their body, like the moon baths. You have to scrub their body, they have to be naked and be supposed to be unreal. And they were very like, what is that like? Is it done by a woman and stuff like that? And I'm like, yeah, it's normal. It's a Brazilian tradition. So I went through a lot of struggles with that just by introducing it. And now it's such a big thing. Like everybody does it. You want to know more. They're excited. It's in their beauty routine. And the time when I did have the finance to just like show up something like really big, I didn't, because like I was in my head trying to just like win clients, still like introduce it. Then it all works out in a matter of time. When you know you have a good product, or service,
Mhm.
they will run. Like I have clients from SC Cable, Burbies. They love it.
All right, nice, nice. So before we get into the next segment, guys, don't forget to follow up Keisha and click on her picture and follow her up. Don't forget to follow up my other hosts. This is both of our show, Ananda and myself. Don't forget tomorrow we have Monet, Murder Bunk's creator dancer will be here tomorrow
Out of Jamaica.
out of Jamaica, 7 p.m. Jamaican time, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
All right, so we're down to the segment where we take two questions from the audience. So, any question you want to ask people, you drop it in the comment section. I will take one, and Lloyd, you will take a question.
All right.
Come on, guys. You can ask me anything about plastic surgeries. If you're interested, I can hook you up.
So two questions, guys. You drop two questions in the box below, and yeah, let's get them. Any questions, Ananda?
Hmm. All right, so somebody asked, which part of Guyana did people grow up?
I mostly grew up on the East Coast. It's in the countryside. Ish. Not really that far from Japan.
So you grew up where?
In the East Coast.
Okay, okay, okay. All right. So I'm looking for the next question for you. I'm looking for the next question. So guys, drop that question you have for Keisha. Saw that one already. Give us one. Which is better, fillers or Botox?
So they're actually very different. Fillers make enhancement, whereby Botox shrinks and rejuvenates. So if you have wrinkles or loose skin or you want to lift your cheeks, you use Botox. And if you want to make your cheeks feel more flush and fuller, then you use fillers. You use fillers on your lips or anywhere that you want to develop volume. And you use Botox on areas where you want to lift, rejuvenate, tighten.
All right, nice. Ananda, do you know what time it is?
Roy, it's 8:47. What time is it?
It's not 8:47.
What is that? 8:47. What time is it?
It's hot topics time. So this is where we get into the hot topics of the night. We don't have much hot topics to on you, but we have, a few hot topics. So this is where we get into the hot topics of the night. Are you ready for the hot topics, Keisha?
Super excited. Bring it
All right.
on.
All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, that's good. So you already, I was gonna ask you a question, and I have follow-up questions, but you already answered the main question. It was just to clear the air. Is it true that you did plastic surgery? But we already know that because you answered that already. So what we want to know now is how long did you do your surgery?
I did my surgeries when I was 18 years old.
Wait, what? 18 or 8?
18.
Oh, I was about to say 8 years old. Whoa. So, so what was the first job you got done when you
So
were
I did
18?
a liposuction and boobs. I had like a cup 32A, and I've been around beautiful women, my being around my dad and being around a lot of Brazilian women. It's all about beauty. And it did give the impact on me, but that's not why I did it. I did it because I wanted it and I had the money.
So how many surgeries have you done so far on yourself?
It would just be two. I did a liposuction when I was 18, and but in my mind, when the doctor saw me, he was so confused. He was like, "You are a baby." And teenagers, we struggle with our bodies. We go through that phase where we want to just like look so slim. And my sisters have been slim, so I guess that's too, being around them. And I think for me, it's always been easier to gain weight. My sister actually had me on a diet at the age of 10 years old, and I really appreciated that. She cut off me from eating after 6. Like, I couldn't even eat bread. But I understand that because now it really just made me who I am to control my eating habits and health.
So, are there any more like procedures you're planning to have anytime soon, or
Not really soon, but I do have a plan for after pregnancy. I think I mentioned before.
also
I
you're pregnant right now?
no. I'm not pregnant. It's just in the future when
In
it
the
happens.
future. Okay, okay, okay.
I'm fairly satisfied with how I am right now. And maybe next couple years start to do some Botox because you know, but not too much. And as I get older, I'm just like open to what's best. Search for the best, work with the best doctors, search for the best doctors, the best products, and just always being healthy and fabulous.
All right.
Right. I have a question for you before why. So, what are some of the challenges that you undergo right after the surgery? Like, how bad did it pain on a scale from 1 to 10?
Okay. It's honestly, it's a 10. Especially for the people who never had child. I like to compare that to surgery. Like, I know childbirth is a lot of pain, especially women who had a cesarean or even a natural pain, unnatural birth. But liposuction is very painful. The next day you wake up, you have to get post-op care massages, and a lot of people aren't aware about this. But it's a 10. Ananda, you ready? It's a
I
10.
think Ananda is planning to get some job done, so she wants to know the
For it.
All right. So here's my next question to you. So we know you have a disability. Okay. Was it difficult to locate a doctor for your disability? Share with us the process of your disability. What is the disability?
So I have a club foot. It's just like my feet instead of it's being like this, it's
Say
like
that again.
this. I have a club foot. My foot is twisted. Instead of it being like this, it's like this. But honestly, the doctors did what they can when my mom gave birth to me. She was really scared. She was like she she didn't have a lot of understanding about the procedures, and she got scared because she said that my foot was turning blue in the cast in the process, and she just like canceled everything. And so my sister tried, my aunt, she tried to steal me, take me to the doctor and stuff. Like a lot of people try to steal me to take me to the doctor. But when I was at the age of, I think 13 or 12, after my mom passed, my sister took me back to one of the best orthopedics. And I told her no. I was comfortable, and she was like, I didn't understand and stuff, just rethink it. And then years after, one of orthopedic doctors, one of my clients in my store, and she talked about just come, have an understanding of what's the process. That time as I was already into plastics, and I had a little understanding about what recovery was. So my questions that I asked them about, my feet and everything, what it would look like, and the answers that I got wasn't to my liking, honestly, because for me, plastic surgery is if you're to fix something, then you fix it properly, and they still wouldn't get my foot to look normal. So I'm like, why do I have to go through all this pain, recovery,
And it's not going
physio-
to.
for to look slightly different and it's still gonna look abnormal, no, thank you. So I'm very comfortable. I can do everything. I work out. I lift weights. I run. I jump. I skip. I swim.
So the disability is not fixed.
It's not fixed. I didn't fix it. I still have it.
So basically, it's your flat part of your feet that's supposed to be like this is like that. So
I'm
you
walking.
you cannot wear shoes on that feet. I'm assuming.
I can. When I was younger, my father took me shopping, and my sister Jessie, she's actually in the comments right now, Jessie Marie. They were trying on shoes and slippers and stuff, and back then I could have only wear like a high top sneakers because my mom was really paranoid and she didn't want to experiment anything. And my sister, she was shocked and she was trying on a slipper. She's like, "Keisha, look at this one," and I'm like, "Oh, it's nice." He's like, "Try it on." I'm like, "How?" She fit it on, and it was like at the side, you know, it was on the side, and then I just like turn it flat, and then I could have worn it. And she's like, "Look," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then my dad bought it from me, and then from then on, I started experimenting with shoes and slippers, and not every type. I can't wear heels, like fine heels, but I could wear wedge and thick heels and broad heels, but
So
yeah.
does it make you walk any different, or you walk normal?
I walk normal. I
Okay.
do have to watch my based on walking on the side. It's not safe, my doctor said, because it could strain the muscles and the bone tissues. So I always try to maintain a particular weight, try to be healthy in that too.
So is there any plans on fixing it? Do you still think about it, or are you just like, okay, I'm just gonna go?
With as long as I see a better outcome. Other than that, it doesn't make sense to try to fix a broken glass. You can see all the cracks.
Understand.
All right, I have a question for you. So, how long did the plastic surgery take to heal the job that you had done on your body?
So usually it takes about 6 months for like something to heal.
It's not.
Proper. So like it depends on the size of the person had. It may differ, when it comes to breast augmentation. It's a so it's a year that you shouldn't lift any heavy weights and you should even drive. Like that's prohibited. Any grand movement with your hands, forbidden.
Wow.
So you said it takes 6 months. So you got a liposuction. So lipo is basically your snatch,
Right.
and you got a
Video.
BBL. Okay.
It's
And
optional if you
so
want to put the fat back.
so did you use the silicone or did you use the fat?
I use silicone.
And when do you have to change that? Every.
So silicone is for life. You can get it done and you just have to do ultrasound every 15 years, 10 to 15 years,
Okay.
just to make sure everything is, in the right space because it could shift based on your movements, and only way for it to erupt is if your body just rejects it.
So I have a question for you. Which do you think? I know you did the silicone, right? But what do you think is the most safest way, silicone or fat?
In your breasts,
Yeah.
what? Okay, in the breast, silicone. A lot of women are scared because they think something might happen. Honestly, you can even puncture it with a knife, it still won't pierce. No, actually, you have to puncture it with a knife, it will pierce. But you can fall, and if you at the edge of a stairs, it won't erupt. You can get hit by a car, it won't erupt. Well, it could shift, and when it shifts, that's when you might need to change it or take it out and replace it. That's the only thing.
When you said hit by a car, Airbag just came straight to my mind. When you said that, I'm like, is this an airbag or something? That came straight to my mind. Because
If you walk
when you get in an accident and you hit the airbag comes out, right? So when you
no,
said,
but then in the car, but you're getting hit by the car. Like
okay,
you walk. I mean, I've never seen it happen, but it's an accident, and
okay,
Mm.
the majority of the time, it's basically when people have to remove their implants. It's blocked by because their body rejected it. More rarely, you have people who had accidents and then it's pierced or shift, but it does shift a lot. I've seen a client, somebody elbowed her in public in a concert, and it shift. Yeah, it went till to her side.
hold on a
So they,
second, hold on a second. Let's get this straight. So she got the silicone in her breast. Somebody
somebody her
accidentally hit her, or it was a fight, maybe,
hard,
and the breast just dropped. So the
no,
breast.
pushed to the side. They hit her like from the front, and it went straight to the side on each of her arms.
So which means the breast got flat after that.
Roy, Roy, this is serious. Oh my God.
Wow.
That's how like compact it is.
So don't you think that the fat might be better to transfer in the boobs, so that way nothing moves? You know what I mean?
Because fat grows and fat melts.
Ah.
That's why a lot of women lose their BBL.
Wow. That was a very, very, very important piece of information right there. Very, very important. And I myself didn't even think like that. So
Yeah.
that's why most people that does fat transfer to the BBL, the shape just, because I see some shape like, yeah, I see some BBL.
When they just did the surgery and it's like small, but you warn them, it's like, listen, how much fat do you want? Because it's gonna grow. How you take care and how you, or if you don't take care and you want to lose weight, then it's gonna disappear. You're not gonna see anything after surgery.
Wow.
But then if you just like eating well, eating a good protein after surgery, you're gonna get like a Nicki Minaj.
That's a very important piece of information. Very, very. I think that was one of the most important piece of information that we just said here tonight. That was really, really good.
All right. So I have another question for you. Which country or countries do you consider safe to get plastic surgery done?
For me, it's not really like the country, it's the doctors. How experienced they are, their salary. Have they ever had a debt on their hands? Because that's like one of your main thing. Why did the person die? What's the cost during the surgery? And then, if it's the client's fault, then you understand that the doctor is done his best. But if it's by his fault, then I would just and it would be difficult for you to like get up those information, randomly. But I work with a lot of doctors, so I do get critics from other. So I ask, them, like, what do you think for this doctor? And that's when it come out.
Nice.
So they spill on when I know the business.
All right. So do you want to take us through the procedure, explain the procedures of a surgery, what is done first, or you're under anesthetic and you can't remember?
So I actually woke up in the air when I got mine done. They were like putting on my garments and I was in the air. And I'm like, what happened? Hey, what are you doing to me?
In the hair?
In the theater after I did the surgery.
Oh.
No, when it was finished, um, for me the pain just hit right away. So, but I do know what to expect because I've seen it now, first on. if somebody wants to get a breast lift, you go on anesthetic, and then like fall asleep less than 10 seconds. It depends on what procedure you're getting done, based on the client moves. If it's big, small, breast lift, just implants. May take an hour, 2 hours. Depends on the procedures. A lift usually takes about 2 hours to four. It depends on the clients. Big boobs, or if it's smaller, less time. Liposuction, a good doctor take at least 4 to 6 hours on a good liposuction. Yes. Especially you, Ananda, for the skinny lipo. You want him to take his time so he can get all the fat out and just like put it in the right place because you're slim and he really needs to know where to pour it out from. So the full surgery usually takes about, if you're doing your breast and the liposuction, it's within the same hours. They have assistants. There's usually more than one doctor, plastic surgeon in the room, and his assistant. So they help assist with the work. A plastic surgeon has a team with them. They have a physios, the plastic surgeon. Sometimes they may have plastic surgeon, two plastic surgeons based on the procedure you're getting done. If you're getting a rhinoplasty and nose job, sometimes there's a specialist just for that face. So he comes in while the other one is doing the breast, he attends the face. And then there are the other assistants around. And then like it's just good work. Expect it to be safe and
So,
you know
what would you say to young ladies who are scared, okay, to get their bodies done or any work on the body? What would you say to young ladies that are scared about the situation?
I think that, you know, for me, it's you have to want it. And if you want it, then you won't have any fear. Because when I did mine, my dad was like, "You don't do this. Why are you going to do this?" Because I want it. And then, during the time of the election, there's a lot of riots in Brazil too. And I told my sister that God can come down and he have to tell me no, because I am going.
So
So
there's
the determination of what you want has no fear inside. So it's expected to be nervous more than scared.
okay.
But as you do your research and you know the doctors is good, because I think that makes you more comfortable and less nervous. You have your uh, have your family support. I don't really have much, but I think like my head space where because I was really young, my family didn't want me to get it. They wanted me to get it done, but just like they didn't want me to get it done. And but after I got the support when I got it done and I came back home, um, having a support team is just what you need. At
Right.
least person by your side, knowing that you did it and knowing that you're gonna wake up and see them, and it gets you through it too.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Before we get to the last question, I have one more question to ask you. What do you think about the husbands that don't want their wives or girlfriends to do BBL?
I think they're very insecure. You know, it's true.
Why is it?
Okay,
Mhm.
the attention a woman gets from their body, whether it's done or it's not, the husband would know, and then they would know what impact it gives. If you're looking perfect in society, your body, and it just drops. they want to know why is her waist so small? Why is her boob so hard? Like, these are all natural for each, both male and female. So I think when somebody's insecure, they don't want attention to draw more to their spouse.
Okay. They don't want that. They don't want the spouse to have that Coca-Cola body.
Yes, and then it could be they're cheap.
She posed. Okay. All right.
Right, so we're down to the last question. So what can we expect from teacher? What is next?
Sorry? I didn't
I
get
said, what
that.
can we expect from you? What is next? What can we expect from teacher?
Um,
Mm.
surgeon in Guyana. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Oh,
He's been,
wow.
he is phenomenal. He's done great work. I would close my eyes and lay down on the bed for him to do something right now. Yes, I honestly I love doing good work and just like working with good work because at the end of the day, somebody is expecting results and they should get it, you know, and they should be safe. But experienced doctors are a must have.
So
So
we are.
a plastic surgeon on the way.
The plastic surgeon is underway. A great one. So we are grateful to have you here. But before the interview finish, we normally play a game called Smash, Marry, or Kill.
Okay.
We're gonna give you three names. You're gonna tell
Okay.
us who would you smash, as you know what smash is, marry, or would you kill the person? Are you ready for the little game?
Yes.
All right. So my three names I have for you is Doggy, Kunchi,
Yeah.
or Kev Ross. Once again, Doggy, Kunchi, or Kev Ross. Who would you smash? Who will you marry? And who will you kill?
I don't know the second person.
Kev Ross.
You know, Kunchi that do comedy and
Yeah.
Kev
But
Ross on Facebook.
I'm not sure who that is.
Maybe look it up for her. No? Hold on.
Ah, yeah. Just going on Facebook and typing
You
Kev
must
Ross.
have. Oh. I'm not. Kev Ross.
Yeah,
Probably has a probably has a different name. So is it this person?
K-E-V.
Is it him?
Yep.
Okay, let me get a better picture for you. Hold on a second. Is that him too?
Oh my god.
That's like Kev Ross.
That's not him, right? Okay, so that's not Kev Ross. So Kev Ross should be this one then. So I guess this is the only good picture that I have here for him. Not sure.
Could you zoom in on the face? Can I have his occupation first?
God, that's what we don't know. We don't know what is his occupation.
Okay. So I would kill Doggy.
Kill doggy. All right. So doggy, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
Oh, look.
Smash Mary.
So you'll kill doggy. So now, which one would you smash?
Oh my god.
So you have Kev Ross and you have
Since I
Kunchi.
know since I know Kunchi, I think I'd marry him and then smash Kevin because I don't know him and it would be just a one night disappear.
All right, we have three more names for you.
All right, so here's my three. So we have Mohammed, we have critics, and we have Freedom Boss.
So kill critics.
Kill critics, okay. Who would you marry?
Mohammed, critics, Freedom Boss.
I think she said she's gonna kill critics. You said kill critics?
Yes.
Okay, so Mohammed and Freedom Boss, which one would you marry or smash?
So, smash Freedom Boss and married Muhammad.
With all the money.
I thought you would have missed out on the Mohammed. I just felt like you were hearing good.
Well, Mohammed have the cha-ching, so. All right, so much, Keisha. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Fun
This one,
having me.
thank you so much for educating the viewers that actually looking on and myself. And I think Ananda has some procedures that she is about to do very soon. So she
Roy, you got to pay for them for me.
so she's grateful for those information also. We really appreciate you. Your soul is genuine. You have a really nice thing about you. Your smile, you're beautiful. And we wish you all the best in your career and whatever business you're bringing towards yourself. We wish you all the best. Hello. You there?
I don't know why the light paused.
Okay. Keisha. Keisha gone. Oh,
It's gone?
I don't think